Visit Harford is a nonprofit organization dedicated to showcasing our beautiful outdoor spaces, our accommodations, our top-notch restaurants, and all the wonderful, beautiful scenery that Harford County has to offer. The mission of Visit Harford is to bring people into Harford County to experience all these wonderful things and to show them what Harford County is all about, the ideal place to live, work, and play. Join us in the next 30 minutes as we meet the people behind the scenes of Visit Harford and learn about Harford County and all the places that there are to visit and experience if you're coming in to visit us from out of town. I'm Christy Breslin, and this is Harford Magazine. Well, we are starting off today's show with the Executive Director of Visit Harford, my good friend Matt Scales. He has done a great job moving the county forward. A lot of things to talk about our rich history, and so much to look forward to in the future. Matt, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having me. It's awesome.
Now, Matt, you started as Executive Director of Visit Harford in 2022. So tell us about your background and how you came to Visit Harford.
Well, Christy, I'm a born Harford County guy. I grew up in Bel Air, moved to North Harford, went to North Harford High. Mainly, lived in Harford County all my life, minus my Coast Guard career, which we won't talk about that because I had to deal with Alaska weather. But, when coming out of college, I got a little taste of tourism and I loved it. And so I worked for the Maryland Office of Tourism for a few years. And then when I heard my predecessor, Greg Bozzuto, was retiring, it's like, why not throw my hat in the ring? I've, love Harford County, born and raised here, and, have a little pride of, promoting my own county.
Well, absolutely, and you're also raising a family here now, too.
That's right, that's right. So I'm going to make it a better place to live, work, and play right here in Harford County. So, of course, we want our residents to have a great experience here in Harford County, living here, working here, but also playing here as well for our residents and our visitors. Now,
is that the mission of Visit Harford?
No, our mission of Visit Harford is promoting Harford County as a go-to destination.
Well, Harford County has some big attractions. So what would you say are the biggest ones that we have to offer?
My gosh, Christy, that's like asking what your favorite child is.
Ooh, yeah, that could get you in trouble.
I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of great stuff here. It's hard to pick just one or two, but our municipalities all have something. Havre de Grace, Aberdeen, Bel Air. You go to Edgewood area, you go to great dining establishments like what we're in today. North Hartford area has a lot of stuff too, up and coming. So we have the agritourism side. We have the waterfront. We have a little bit of everything. We're like, they always said Maryland is America in the miniature. Well, Harford County is like America in the miniature. We're like America compacted in one
I like
county.
that.
So,
and obviously tourism plays a huge part in Visit Harford. So how do you bring those tourism dollars in?
Visit Harford's funded primarily through the hotel tax. So there's 6% hotel tax. We have 3,000 rooms in the county.
Wow.
And so that tax goes to the Harford County, and we apply every year through the tourism grant for that funding.
Well, not only that, but tourism, it's brought a lot of jobs to Harford County, right?
Yeah, a lot of jobs. And actually, before this interview, I just got the latest numbers from 2021, and we are up in visitation, spending, jobs, all across the board. So we're doing something right.
There must be some good leadership and ambassadors in that.
We have great ambassadors, great board of directors, great staff. I'm truly blessed with a great staff on Visit Harford.
Visit Harford just continues to expand as time goes on. So what are some of the things that we can expect to see in the upcoming years?
Yeah, for the future, we have, right here, we're in Edgewood area now, so Copper Mine North is going to be coming online hopefully soon, within the next year. That's going to create a lot more opportunities for soccer teams, lacrosse teams to come play on these turf fields, alleviate a little of the stress from Cedar Lane. Cedar Lane's always packed. We have a paranormal and oddities museum coming.
I'm so
to
excited
Hamony
about
Grace.
that.
Do you want to go together? We'll
Yes,
ghost hunt.
yes, I'm so excited.
I just downloaded a new app called Ghost Tube, so apparently it tells you where ghosts are. I don't know how a phone can do that, but we'll find out. You know, so a lot of like, you know, cool and unique stuff that are coming to Harford County. And, you know, we're also diverse too. We're open and welcome for all. So we want to make sure that, you know, we have the African American heritage and history up here, the Native American heritage and history, open for the LGBTQ plus community. So really we're, you know, trying to be as welcoming as possible.
Well, I think that you do a great job. And one of the things that I wanted to ask you is just let our viewers know, I mean, why should they care about tourism and the destinations and bringing more people into our county?
It saves them as taxpayers their tax dollars. So it saves each household about, you know, roughly $1,000 a year for them paying on taxes, and it supports local mom and pop shops, right? So, you know, restaurants like this and retail, it keeps them alive and part of our community. That's, you know, chains are great, but it's the mom and pop shops that truly make a community.
Well, like the one that we're in today, Venetian Palace, and I believe that Nick is on your board, right?
That's right, Nick, owner of Venetian Italian Eatery. Yep, he's on my board.
Well, so much to say about Harford, so much to do in Harford, and really, really excited about this upcoming year and everything that it has in store for us. So Matt, one more time, for anybody that's interested in when, where, how, all the information that events that are happening in Harford County, how do we find out more?
Go to visitharford.com, and then you can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and we're on TikTok.
Oh yeah!
Gotta make a TikTok. We're gonna do one on Bob as our ambassador as a TikTok. So
now that I can't wait to see.
Exactly.
Matt, thank you so much. So excited that you're with us, and Visit Harford, just so much to offer. And like you have said, you can always go to the website, and it'll have everything on there. Day to day, right?
That's right. We keep it updated. You know, we're a small but mighty team at Visit Harford, and so much to do and so much to see here.
Oh, absolutely. So Matt, thank you very much for kicking off the show. And coming up next, we have a very special treat for you, a very familiar face here in Harford County. I'm sure you'll recognize the crown and the sash. Stay with us.
You don't have to jump out of a plane to see all the amazing things Harford County, Maryland has to offer. It's just way cooler if you do.
Take your pick. Harford County, Maryland has something exciting for everyone.
Well, I have quite the treat for you today. I'm here with Visit Harford's ambassador. You know him, you love him. I know you've seen him out and about in Harford County, Bob Bloom. Hi, Bob.
Hi, Christy.
Now, Bob, we must talk about the role of ambassador because it was created specifically for you.
It's perfect because when I was working, my favorite part of working was networking, being out in the community, meeting new people, and at the time, talking about my business. So it's really the same thing, except now I talk about Harford County and why people should come visit, and why even the residents should learn about some of the great things that are happening in Harford County.
Well, you know, I had the pleasure of working with you for many, many years, which I know was a highlight of your life.
Oh, you kidding?
Oh, absolutely, no doubt. But after that, after you decided to retire and move on, what brought you to Visit Harford?
Well, the former executive director, Greg Pizzuto, when he heard I was retiring, he called me and he said, I've had this crazy idea for about a year and you're the one that can fit the bill. So I said, look, I don't want a job. I said, but you know, if I fit the budget, he said, it's perfect, the budget's zero. So that's perfect. So he brought me on, and you know, he understood the role that I played. And then, of course, what sealed it for me wasn't Greg. It was actually Angela Rose, the CEO of the Chamber, who gave me this. And this came from Greg. Now, there aren't many people that can wear a crown and a sash like I can.
I agree 100%.
I will say to people that do have crowns and sashes, when you're in the grocery store, walking through the frozen food aisle, you will get certain looks, and children will ask you for a Whopper, and that's about it. So, but isn't it beautiful? I keep it in a special plastic bag so it doesn't get a lot of humidity or dust. And these are real jewels. You know, you think they're not real? Angela went all out.
Oh, I believe it. If it's from Angela Rose, it absolutely is real.
So that sealed the deal for me.
You're always out and about in the community, emceeing, and at times we get to MC together, which is very fun for us. Not sure about the other people, but for us, we have a really good time. So tell us about some of the events that we see you at, because we see you at a lot.
The Chamber of Commerce has a lot of great events that they include me in, which is very kind to them. And my favorite one is actually the Harford Awards, which we just did recently. I say it's my favorite because it really highlights the business community and the businesses in the community that give back through their time, through their efforts, and money as well. And they're just very philanthropic, and people don't realize how much these businesses do for the county. So, you know, wherever, any nonprofits that need an MC, I know you're out constantly. If I'm available, I'm glad to help.
Everyone has their opinion, and of course we care so much about yours. So what is your favorite Harford County attraction?
Gee, that's tough. I would have to say, because of the personal connection, the Maryland State Barbecue Bash in Bel Air, because I think it was about 18 years ago. I was involved in the original planning with Craig Ward and Charlie Piccarelli. And it was actually Craig's idea, because he's an amateur griller and barbecuer himself. And he came to me and he said, I have this wild idea. And I jumped right into it, and it's been growing ever since. And it's great for Harford County. The Downtown Alliance does a really good job of putting that event on. So just because it's personal, I'd say that's my favorite one.
But it's so much fun too. And I think, and I know you do too, Harford County is very unique. And I think just because we have Have It or Grace, like you said, the barbecue bash, we have things that no other county has. So what do you think makes it so unique, besides those things, of course?
Well, I look at Harford County as like little America. It has everything. I mean, if you want the waterfront and outdoor sports and events, we have that. You look at the Ripken Experience and Cedar Lane and some of those places, soon Coppermine, for sports, for the kids. The great breweries that are around do a great job. They have a lot of great events, and some for family. There's just so much to offer. And the state parks, county parks. I mean, there's something for everyone in Harford County. And restaurants, we're sitting in a very good restaurant right now, and there's so many to choose from. You go to the website, it's got all kinds of activities you can do.
Thank you, Bob. Always so much fun to have you on.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Just call if you need me.
And will you answer?
No, I'm changing my number.
That's what I figured. So much more to come. Next up, we will have the lovely Angela Rose, the president from the Harford County Chamber of Commerce, to let us know all about the happenings in Harford County and more about her partnership with Visit Harford. Stay with us.
My favorite thing to enjoy in Harford County, Maryland, the baseball.
The tradition.
The fine dining.
The craft beverages. The parks.
The trails.
The boating.
The history. The landmarks.
The sports.
The scenery. The shopping. The farms.
The waterfront.
The events.
Harford County, Maryland. Something for everyone.
Angela Rose is the president and the CEO of the Harford County Chamber of Commerce. She is also very active here on the board of directors for Visit Harford. So glad to have you. We always have a good time together. And we are going to highlight some of the amazing things here in Harford County and, of course, your partnership with Visit Harford. So thanks for being here, Angela.
Thank you for having me. Very excited to talk about tourism in Harford County.
Now, Angela, let's talk about your partnership and your involvement with Visit Harford, because you are very active with them.
Yes, so I sit on the board for Visit Harford, which I'm very proud of, and the Chamber tries to partner with Visit Harford as much as we can because there is such a huge correlation between business and tourism in Harford County.
Well, you are the CEO of the Harford County Chamber of Commerce. Of course, fabulous leadership there. So tell us about the mission of the Chamber.
So the mission is to be the premier advocate in the county, helping our members connect and thrive. So our core pillars of work are advocacy, connections, and education.
Well, you definitely hit all of them without a doubt. And you were talking about tourism. I mean, Harford County has really become a tourism destination. So just elaborate a little bit more on that.
Tourism in Harford County is business between sports tourism and agricultural tourism. You think about restaurants and attractions, they're all businesses and they are bringing people to our community every day. Even the residents, there's so much for people to do that live here. You can go and you're investing your time, you're investing your money into these businesses and attractions, and that's why tourism is so important in Harford County.
Now, I've asked a couple of different interviewees this. Everybody has a different opinion. But what is your favorite part about Harford County? What are some of your favorite things to do?
There is so much. I love our hiking trails. Each municipality offers something great, whether it's the downtown shopping districts or the Grove, which is in Darlington, which is the agricultural center. That's fantastic. You go up a little bit more north and you have the dam and, again, the hiking trails. There's so much to do that really you could spend years kind of checking those boxes and visit harford.com and going through all of those attractions and checking those boxes.
Well, I've lived here my whole life and I still have not hit all of them.
See?
Yeah, it's incredible and there's so many new things coming out, but it also has an economic impact. I know you touched on that a little bit. Can you give us a little bit more information on how that really affects our county?
Yes, so tourism positively affects the economy in Harford County by millions of dollars a year. And Visit Harford does a great job in breaking that down as to what that looks like from retail, sports, restaurants, and attractions. And you can really see what that saves each household a year when you live in Harford County. It's like $1,000 per household per year that is saved.
Angela, we have so many events that happen here in Harford County, something pretty much every week. So what would you say are some of the biggest events, some of the events that stand out the most to our residents and people thinking about maybe taking a trip to Harford County for the first time?
So I think off of the top of my head, I love the Ripken experience. It's such a family-oriented experience. Downtown Bel Air with their Christmas parades and Winter Wonderland is amazing. Havre de Grace with the different festivals in the waterfront, to spend a day in downtown Havre de Grace walking the promenade and just kind of stopping in the shops. I mean, it's just incredible. There's so much to do, and I could go on and on for days about how proud I am to live, work, and play in Harford County, and getting to experience these things with either myself, if I just need some downtime and want a day out by myself and I can go hiking, or my husband and I are going out for a date night and checking out one of the local attractions and restaurants, or we pack up the family and we go to the state park, Rotz State Parks for the weekend. It's so much to do, can't fit it all in.
Well, another big thing that's coming, Harford 250. I'm so excited about that. Me and the ambassador, I know we're gonna MC one of the big kickoff events. 250 years, that's incredible.
There is so much history there, and living in Harford County and growing up in Harford County, you think you know, but when you really get into the history of Harford County and see what 250 years has been, it's incredible. I've been learning something new every day when they post, and I can't wait for that kickoff celebration. That's going to be fabulous.
Angela, thanks again. We have so much to look forward to, Harford 250 being one of the ones that I'm really looking forward to.
Thank you. It's always great to see you.
And you as well. And we have coming up next, we're going to talk to the owner of one of the finest dining establishments here in Harford County, hear more about what there is to do when you live, work, and play in our fantastic and unique place called Harford County. Stay with us. I'm now here with Nick Hatziniklas. He is the owner of the Venetian Italian Eatery here in Edgewood, Maryland. He has been kind enough to invite us to his establishment today, and he's here to talk about, again, all the wonderful things that Harford County has to offer, and also what it's like being a business owner in today's economy. Nick, thanks so much for being with us.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for coming out. We're really excited to have you.
Now, Nick, let's talk about the Venetian Italian Eatery. Very unique restaurant, great reputation. I've been here many times, and Harford County has such a great restaurant atmosphere. So tell us more about yours.
Well, thank you. We are open from 9 to 3 a.m., so we have long hours, which gives everyone the opportunity to come out for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. We serve breakfast all day. Felt that community need that, so here we are.
Now, Nick, you joined the Visit Harford Board of Directors. Now, what kind of led you in that direction? What made you want to become involved with them?
This was a no-brainer. After speaking to Matt Scales and just seeing the direction that he was going in, I felt that I had something to offer as well, input. But it just seemed like the right thing to do, give back to the community any way we can.
Now, I've asked everybody, because everybody has been saying different things, but what is your favorite part of Harford County?
That question is very difficult to answer. You would know that as well.
Oh, yes.
I don't think people realize how large this county is. There's something for everyone. If you want to go to waterfront, we have plenty of things to do on the water. In Haverty Grace, there's also right here in Edgewood, there's the Flying Point Marina. If you're looking for the small town, Main Street's great. Downtown Bel Air, I always love that. I'm a restaurant guy, so I like to see what the other restaurants are doing, the small boutiques, and just that community feel. I just love it.
Well, it seems like in Harford, actually I know this for a fact, that the business community is very tight-knit. It seems like everybody gets along, and it seems like all the restaurants, you all promote each other, and you all have something very unique to bring to the county.
It's a beautiful thing. You don't see it very often. You don't see it at other places, and that's why it's worth coming here to Harford County, because, as you said, everyone knows everyone, and us being, we're the new guys on the block, and I felt the love, and people have embraced us from day one.
Oh, absolutely. And what would you say, and this is a tricky question, I know it's a tricky question, but what would you say is Harford County's best kept secret, something that's just so great, but not a lot of people know about?
That's another one.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's gonna be, that's pretty difficult. I really all about the trails. I wish we could get out a little more, and when I'm not here, we do try to spend a little bit of time on the trails, and also the vineyards, and there's plenty of farms out here too. So this is something that you don't see in the city or in other counties, and that really gives it a different perspective.
What is it like to be a restaurant owner here in Harford County? Because over the past couple of years, you've had many challenges.
I think we've been affected just like every household has. So we could talk about it all day. We try to be positive, and in everything we do, we try to be positive. We're looking to the future. These past couple of years have been very challenging, not just for us as a restaurant, but for all small businesses, but again, for every household. Everyone's felt it. So we just, if we stick together, I think we can get through this.
Nick, thanks again. Great to be here, and great to see you as always.
Thank you.
Now, you've heard a couple times in our show about Ripken Stadium and the Ripken Experience. Well, coming up, we're going to hear firsthand about it and all the exciting events that they are bringing to our county. Stay with us.
What I love about Harford County, Maryland, the sports,
The scenery.
The shopping.
the waterfront.
The events.
Harford County, Maryland, something for everyone.
Lauren Morris is the general manager of the Ripken Experience here in Harford County, and wow, it has brought so much to our county. Thank you so much for being with us today, Lauren.
Chrissy, it's so great to see you again, and thank you so much for having me today.
Now, Lauren, talk to me about the Ripken Experience. What exactly is that?
Yes, so the Ripken Experience, this was Cal and Bill's dream to build a ballpark basically in their backyard where they're being able to provide a big league experience to those kids, just because we all know not many people get to make it to the major leagues. So why not build these replica fields? We even have a 2/3 replica of Camden Yards on the complex, and being able to have announcers that announce the kids when they come up to bat, and just being able to play baseball on some of these amazing fields that we have at our complex.
Oh, absolutely. And I can tell you that Matt, Bob, Nick, me, Angela all tried out. None of us made it. So we are very excited for anybody that can.
Absolutely.
So Harford County, big sports tourist destination, would you say?
Yes, just being from this area, having grown up here my entire life, just being able to play from soccer, basketball, lacrosse. There's so many different things, even the lacrosse at Cedar Lane, to obviously the Ripken Experience, and then the Aberdeen Ironbirds, just having so much baseball. But I think that's sort of what sets us apart, just being located off I-95. It's a very quick trip for people coming from New York, New Jersey, or even coming from Virginia and PA, that they can travel and then obviously stop by and play some baseball for the weekend.
Well, I love it. It's 20 minutes from me, so I feel like one of the lucky ones. So how did you get involved with Visit Harford's Board of Directors?
Absolutely. So I am probably one of the new faces still. This will be upcoming on 1 year being here on the Board of Directors. So
one great year, Lauren.
One great year, absolutely. So the former executive director had reached out, and it was good timing, obviously, with Matt coming on board. We were both new at that time, so it's been fun to get to know people from, obviously, Harford County, just more what we have to offer, and it's been fun. One of the events I went to the other weekend, I'd never been there, and it was really key to be a part of. So.
Oh, absolutely. And the sports in Harford County, it has a big economic impact on us as well, right?
Absolutely. Yes. After doing some research and obviously being for Ripken, there's definitely a big impact. I think it's right around 30 million from the sports. So all those teams, this past year we had close to 1,700 teams. It was pretty close to 1,600 due to some rain, but we are estimating to bring in that many teams just for them to stay here, whether it's for a little weekend or a couple days extended trip. But we have teams that keep coming back, and then there's still so many teams that this is their first time coming to the complex, so the more that we can show them is always a great thing.
I must ask, because people do get confused, what is the difference between Ripken Stadium and the Ripken Experience?
The Ripken Experience, so we offer tournaments. You don't have to be of any affiliation. That we run tournaments from March, basically St. Patrick's Day weekend, to the weekend right before Thanksgiving, and yes, we have teams playing next weekend, which is wild. But Ripken Stadium, so that's home to the minor league team, the Aberdeen Ironbirds. So they actually went higher in affiliation, so they actually run their minor league team from about April to just September. But they do other events, from weddings, parking lot events, but we're two separate entities. But the teams, when they aren't playing or when they are away, we actually have the opportunity to play some games over there, which is always a fun treat for older teams.
Lauren, thanks again so much. The Ripken Experience, it's just such a cool thing to have here in our county. And if we do want to find out more and maybe how we can get involved, how would we do that?
Absolutely. It's actually good timing. We just went on sale, or will be going on sale to the public for our 2023 tournaments. So everything you need to know is on ripkenbaseball.com. It has all of our locations, from our tournaments to our camps. So many opportunities to have at the Ripken Experience Aberdeen.
Okay, Lauren, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Christy.
And a special shout out to Visit Harford's Executive Board of Directors, Jay Ellenby, Stacy Rutherford, Laurie Altman, and Tim Engel for leading a great group of Board of Directors for Visit Harford and truly showcasing Harford County as a go-to destination.
As you have seen today, Harford County is such a beautiful place, and we offer things that no other county has to offer. If you would like to learn more about them and all the wonderful events that are happening in our community, you can visit them at visitharford.com, or you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. I'm Christy Breslin. I'll see you next month on Harford Magazine.